Good morning. Welcome to this news conference. This news conference is about people like Ruby and Tom, who actually live in this community. And it's about the Emergency Service District doing a better job with 1 cent. Because 1 cent will help us build a much better community out here in this area. My name is Hector Uribe, and I'll be serving as moderator for this news conference. And I want to again thank you for joining us today. And standing with me today are members of the Northeastern Travis County community who are formally announcing their support for Travis County Emergency Services District. Tom, what's your name, please?
Thomas Fritzinger.
Ruby?
Washington.
Ruby Washington.
Denise Guerrero.
Denise Guerrero, and other residents who are here today. And today you're going to be hearing from the firefighters, the community, the neighborhood, business leaders, and the leadership of the ESD4 Commission. But before we hear from all of them, let me take the opportunity to announce the following that the following elected officials have endorsed this important proposition, and they've authorized me to announce their support. They include Congressman Lloyd Doggett, Senator Kirk Watson, State Representative Eddie Rodriguez, and Travis County Judge Sam Bisco. And we have here today a former county commissioner, but also a candidate for county judge, Sarah Eckhart, and a candidate for State Representative District 50, Rico Reyes.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much for joining us today and for joining us to support this very important proposition. Now, to tell us more about Proposition 1 and the benefits to the community, our first speaker is going to be Andrew Garcia, who is right here next to me. He's the president of the Travis County ESD4 Firefighters Union, Local 4848. So, Andrew, would you please go ahead?
Sure. Good morning.
Good morning.
We have currently, right now, as you can see, I have my members. They're wearing their union shirts standing behind me. They are from Local 4848. That's Travis County District 4, Local 4848. We also have the support, and before I introduce myself, we also have the support of another big association that's here, Local 975. Bob Nix, if you could come up and come stand with us, I greatly appreciate it. We have a sign for you as well. Awesome. Thank you, Bob. Thanks, sir. Appreciate it. So, again, my name is Andrew Garcia. I am the president for the Travis County Firefighters Association, Local 4848, District 4. And we're here today to talk about Proposition 1. So I would like to talk about what is Prop 1 and why the firefighters are supporting Proposition 1. First of all, Proposition 1 is a 1 penny or 1 cent sales tax increase for this area. And we'll talk about why the firefighters are behind Proposition 1. Currently, when a individual goes and does buys a good or service here in our community, they'll spend 0.0725 percent. So, for example, if you go to the store and you buy something worth $1, you're going to pay 0.725 pennies or 7.25 pennies. We're asking that to go from 7.25 pennies to 8.25 pennies. So if you spend that same dollar, so going from 0.0725 to 0.0825, a 1 penny sales tax increase is why is what we're supporting. And the reason why the firefighters are supporting this is for several different reasons. We're seeing a large influx of growth out here in the county, especially in our area and our neighbors to the north. Our neighbors to the north is Manor, and Manor's first responders is ESD12. We're ESD4. We have a mutual aid agreement with Manor, so we respond to their incidences as well as they come over here. That's important because of their growth. They've had over a 300% growth, and that's according to Census 2010. Here in our area is 787. Our zip code is 78725. This zip code not only encompasses our community here, but it does have others outside our community. But totally within the entire zip code, we've seen over a 230% growth in population. So with population, you have more commuting going through, whether people are traveling to work or whether they are traveling for recreation. These individuals, and not always these individuals, it can be people from our community, are having car accidents, they're having medical calls on the side of the road, and we're responding, we're coming. What we're asking for is for our community to support Proposition 1, so that way we can basically grow together, and the individuals that are coming through our community can contribute to the cause. So we are asking the support from our community of Proposition 1, so we can grow as a fire department, as our community grows. I also like to acknowledge a few individuals that are here today. Number one, first I'd like to acknowledge our board president, Mr. Frank Fuentes. Thank you, Frank, for being here today. Frank's been an integral part of our growth here in ESD4. And he's been such an advocate and a friend of the Firefighters Association. So thank you, Frank. We have Thomas Fritzinger. You'll actually hear from Thomas here shortly. Thomas is our HOA president out here in Austin Colony. And he is also the president for the City of Hornsby Bend and Corporation team. And our relationship with Thomas and him being such a leader in the community has been vital to our progression. So we really appreciate your support and your friendship, Thomas. Thank you for everything that you do. We also have Denise here from Don's Barbecue. Denise is the owner of Don's Barbecue, and she actually provided some food back here, so when you guys get hungry, you can eat after the press conference. And Don's Barbecue is some of the best barbecue in Austin and in the county, so if you haven't been there, you got to make sure you go.
In the state.
Denise has been an incredible business leader. Our firefighters have loved going there for many years, and we appreciate what you do for the community. So thank you, Denise. That concludes my time. Go out and vote. Say yes to Prop 1. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Andrew. And joining us today also from Senator Watson's staff is Anna DeFreitas. Thank you very much for making it out here. And of course, Andrew, you just led into our next speaker, who is Thomas Fritzinger, president of the Austin Colony Homeowners Association, here to offer his support and his perspective. Tom, go right ahead.
Thank you. And I have no earthly idea how I'm going to follow that up. Thank you, Andrew, for making it so hard for me. My name is Thomas Fritzinger. Although I'm president of the CHOA, the Homeowners Association, one of them out here, I'm actually going to speak as a resident of this community. My family personally has been deeply involved with ESD4. Their fire academy for many years has been a benefit and a boon to the entire community out here. Both of my brothers went through it. I'm very, very proud of Joe and Bill. ESD4 has been a pivotal cornerstone of our community for over a generation. The brave men and women serving our community as firefighters and first responders have touched the lives of nearly everyone calling our community home. Whether due to a medical call in our homes, witnessing a response to an accident on 969, or watching them firsthand as they save property from devastating fires, everyone in our community is fully aware of the critical service that ESD4 provides to us. They're now asking for our help. To continue to enhance their service for our community, they're in need of a sales tax hike. The money will be used to further a proactive plan that will result in the expansion of their ability to appropriately respond to emergencies in our home. I, for one, fully support it, and I encourage you to do the same. Vote for Proposition 1. A penny is an incredibly small price if we can even save one more life out there, and anything we can do to support our ESD is going to further that cause. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Tom. Thank you very much. And I will confess that I don't eat barbecue often, but when I do, I eat it at Don's. They have. And here to give us the business perspective is one of our entrepreneurs in this community, Denise Guerrero.
Yes.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for having me here. My husband and Jose and I have been blessed to be part of this community for over 27 years now. We work and live in a unique community where we have seen numerous changes throughout the years. We've seen new housing subdivisions going up, schools being built around us, new business neighbors and organizations popping up among us, and we also have our neighborhood churches that have grown too.
Amen.
Amen to that. Yes, amen. Dom's Barbecue supports Proposition 1. We know these firefighters pretty well since they frequently stop in at Dom's for some good Texas barbecue. They are a strong supporter of the community in two areas that I've seen. First and utmost as first responders and as a strong safety advocate. One day, as my granddaughter Aubrey and I saw them securing and parking their fire truck over at Don's one day, they asked me if they wanted Aubrey to jump in and take a look at their vehicle. And Aubrey shyly said, "No, thank you." Don's sits right in the corner of Imperial Drive and FM 969. A few years ago, TxDOT came and talked to my husband about placing the current traffic light that's there now. They told us that they had to make modifications to the intersection that would impede our business for a while. We were hesitant at first, but my husband and I saw the need. Before then, school bus drivers traveling east on Imperial Drive had to wait 5 minutes or more to either cross FM 969 or make an unprotected left turn. Not an easy task when those large yellow vehicles are carrying precious cargo called our children. God bless those school bus drivers. So while the traffic light did go up, TxDOT did work with us to make sure our business was not affected tremendously. I do want to add that within a 3/4 mile to a half-mile radius, there is a vehicle collision at this intersection almost every other month at this intersection. And of course, our first responders are there immediately. But as this population grows in this area, and it grows, the need will be greater and greater. That 1 cent will help add more staff, more equipment, and a new fire station in our East District area. So I urge the community to do two things. First, vote. Your vote is your voice. And if you're like me, I don't like to wait in long lines. Go and vote early, and that starts next week. And second, most urgently, vote for Proposition 1. Don's Barbecue supports Proposition 1, and we love our firefighters here. We love them all over the nation, but especially our firefighters in the East ESD District number 4. So God bless you guys. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much, Denise. Thank you very much. And let me introduce our final speaker this morning. He is the president of the commissioners for ES District 4. He's going to introduce the other commissioners, and he will also be sharing a perspective with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator. I must have missed the memo because I thought we were going to endorse the gubernatorial race for the state of Texas, Senator. How did I miss that memo? Just kidding. I think it comes to no surprise that our county and the communities within our county are interconnected. You know, while perhaps the citizens of this community travel towards downtown to work, or perhaps we have visitors going through this beautiful community, or eating at this wonderful restaurant, Don's Barbecue, whatever the cause might be, we have people that travel. And it's important to know that whomever is here, as our president of the Firefighters Union so eloquently stated, they will be served in the hour of need. And that is why it's important that we keep this penny. By the way, Ms. Washington, I like this sign because it says, "In God we trust." Indeed, in God we trust, and we trust that this election will be successful for the needs of this community. It's important that just 1 penny, that's all we're asking for. And I think it will be successful, Ms. Washington. I think it will be, Ms. Guerrero, because what's right is always right, and this is right. So at the end of this press conference, we're going to have some food from Don's Barbecue. I believe Mr. Fred Cantu, you're going to be the official taster. We look forward to your comments. At any rate, let's go out and vote for Proposition 1. We will be successful. Thank you, Senator. Oh, by the way, I failed to recognize my colleague, Mr. Gene Wills. Thank you for being here.
Mr. Wills is a commissioner and serves with the commission. I guess this is a time for closing remarks, and my remarks are directed specifically to the media. You have an obligation. You have an obligation to inform the people when the election is going to take place. And it's not just for individuals who are running for public office, but for everybody, because everybody should vote. The voting begins Monday, October 21st, and runs through Friday, November 1st, and Election Day is Tuesday, November 5th. Every second counts. When you've been injured, if you've had a stroke, if you've had a heart attack, every second counts. This facility here and the other facilities where we provide fire assistance to the residents also provide emergency services. Every second counts. It's the difference between life and death. This 1 cent will allow the facility here and the other facilities to provide better service to the residents. It's absolutely essential that everybody support this proposition, because remember, 1 cent will help us build our community. Thank you very much.
Any questions?
Oh, I'm going to open it up for questions. Please feel free to direct them to anyone here that has served as a panelist this morning. Ms. Washington, do you want to come forward and ask a question?
No, I just want to add something.
Go ahead.
Okay, I just want to say that.
You want
I
to come
would-
on here?
Yes. I just want to say that I would gladly pay the 1 cent. In 2003, I had a light stroke, and the fire department responded to me very, very quickly. I live here on Castleman. And the doctor said if I had 5 more minutes, it would have went into a full-blown stroke. So I'm here. I'm grateful for the firemen. And the ones that know me, they know that I'm grateful for them, because I'm always telling them that how grateful I am for having them. So, yes.
Mrs. Washington, we would have been derelict and we have been derelict in not including your personal story, because it's stories like that that remain untold, that need to be told. Thank you very, very much. Questions, anybody from the media?
Even if it's about the food, Fred.
Well, thank you very much for coming here this morning.
Thank you.